Okay, hello. Let me close this. Okay, hello, Internet. So, I got my cord here. We have two beautiful microphones here. Right now, we have a Neumann M149 here, and we have a Manley Silver right here. And so both of these are currently active right now in the recording. You can hear me kind of going back and forth on both of them. And I'll be doing a shootout on these. Now, these both are almost at $5,000 microphones each. These are very expensive, very nice microphones. The Manley is going into the Manley Core preamp. The Neumann is going into the Avalon 737 microphone tube preamp. Both tube preamps. So this is all tubes. They got there's just tubes everywhere. Tubes in the mic, tubes in the preamps, just tubes. So I've had this on the stand for maybe 2 days now. The Manley I've probably had for 2 weeks now, more or less. And I have these new headphones here, the Celestes from Focal. So I'm kind of getting used to this new sound going on. But it is very neat to hear both of these happening at once in my headphones. It's kind of like a super mic. But I thought I would just kind of hop on the mic and kind of, focus attention one at a time and let you know my thoughts. When I first plugged it in, I wasn't too sure about it. I was like, yeah, great. It just sounds like another microphone, whatever. I wasn't really too impressed. It really, and I actually moved the Avalon over onto it and also the Manley Core preamp worked a lot better with it. I was just using an internal preamp that comes with the Apollo. I was just using a plug-in on it, and I wasn't too impressed. But then once I plugged in these nicer preamps into it, and I did a little bit of EQ, I was really impressed. I found out, really what I wanted it to sound like. And my objective here is to not have to do any post-production on my vocal file, right? I really just want to get in here, do the read, go over there, edit out the breaths, and ship it off. I don't want to have to start EQing or doing anything in post-production. I kind of want to achieve that sound in real time just to save time. And it does take a while to kind of get with a mic, get with your voice, get with the presets, dial in your sound, and kind of develop what you're looking for. And for this, in my voice, it needed a little bit more brightness, which I brought with the EQ. And it needed just a touch of the mud to be taken out, maybe just 2 or 3 dBs to be taken out of the mud. But overall, size-wise, it is a large microphone. It is almost, it's a very kind of a chunky microphone. It's kind of, it's just large and it's wide and it's just a big microphone. As opposed to the Manley over here. The Manley, now coming back over to the Manley and talking specifically on the Manley almost seems a bit muddy to me. And that just may be because of the EQ settings that I've worked out with this Neumann over the past couple of days, and I really, it takes time to kind of dial in. I don't have it in here, so I have to run over there, run back in, run over there, run back in, and kind of dial in a sound. But I'm very happy with this sound that I've dialed in here. I think it sounds very professional, and this is a vocal file I can just deliver to a producer, and they would be like, "This sounds great. We're going to throw it to post," and it would sit well in a mix. I didn't want my voice to get buried in a mix, and if your vocal file is a little too muddy, that can happen. This microphone has multiple polar patterns, but for the sake of a voiceover artist, I just have it on cardioid. And I can pick you guys up and take you guys over here, and you can take a look at the microphone here. So as you can see right here, it has adjustable polar patterns in front. You can see the size of my hand next to it. As you can see, it's a relatively large microphone. And on the back, I do have, let me kind of walk over here. I do have the high-pass filter set at 40 hertz. So I do have a little rumble action set off on this. So, and this is also set on cardioid. So let's go back over here. And then we can talk, a little bit about the Manley Silver. The Manley, I've been using this for pretty much everything that's been going to air recently. Oops, I almost hit the microphone. See if I can reach your stand here. Yeah, there we go. And the reason I've been using this Manley is because of that fact, like I just said. I can basically record into this thing and then send the file. And I think that's what kind of we're discovering here is that you're kind of investing to save time. You're investing in expensive gear like this in order to ease your workflow, so you don't have to run all your presets and get it sounding like a nicer, more expensive microphone. It just kind of happens, in real time, and then you send the file off. As far as aesthetics, they're both very pretty microphones. They're both very, this one's a bit heavier, weight-wise, but they're both, large studio microphones. They sound great for singing, and you can kind of hear proximity effects, and kind of right here in this area, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Got a little close there. But overall, I don't think I could pick one or the other. They're both fantastic. They're both great. And, if I had to choose, I'm going to need more time to make that decision, because I've been using this for 2 weeks and I've been using this for 2 days. So I'm going to need more time to make the decision of, because people always, you want to pressure you and say, hey, if you had to pick one, you have to pick one. Which would it be? And at this point, I don't know. As far as, if you're doing things other than voiceover, this has multiple puller patterns. And this does too. It has one figure 8 or cardioid, but this has a lot of puller patterns that you can omnicardioid, all kinds of things. So if you're doing piano or drums or anything else, this is going to be more of a tool for you. Strictly for voiceover, they're both fantastic microphones, and I hope this session was a great example to hear what they sound like. And I've been switching back and forth between these microphones during the session and the post-production here. So right now you're hearing both of them at once, but let's finish it up with talking into one. So 1, 2, 3, thank you for tuning in and watching this review of the Neumann M149. Thank you for tuning in and watching the review of this Manley silver microphone. Check 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. So there you have it, and thank you for watching.